And we are live. How's it going, everybody? Back again, just doing kind of the usual here at the getting to the end of the season grind on the MoBox block brawler game. And I'm just going to jump into the platform here and get through some of the just kind of daily tasks and the routine we always get to. I did throw on the auto battle a little bit off stream over the night. So we are on dungeon 815. We have a long way to go just to look into the leaderboard where we fell a little bit. We were like top 500, I believe, yesterday in both the, well, in leaderboard, we were top 500. The dungeon, we did climb a little bit, but we have a long ways to go. Like these top earners are in dungeon 16, wave 14. So we have some ways to go there. Let's see. I'm now going to jump in, melt down some items. Something I'm noticing is I'm already starting to stack up on gold. I have 1 million gold, and the only thing I can use that for is leveling up. And I'm not sure if I even want to level up anymore this season, but seeing how much gold we're earning, it might be worthwhile. There's just some caveats there because what happens with my gear, I just spent, I don't know, 10 to 20,000 smelt points on level 60 gear. But if I level up, I will not keep that gear, or I'll keep it, but it won't be as powerful as everyone else's. Cool. Smelted down all the gear. I think what we'll start with, or we'll finish here, we'll just upgrade our highest level skill again, get that slam to level 17. I've noticed people have been just maxing one stat super hard, and this hero stat tends to do a lot of damage. So I'm going to go with that there. And other than that, we can claim some more skill points. Not sure if I'm going to be able to upgrade anything. Not that I really want to. I just want to focus on upgrading this gunfire slam and blue slam. So I'm just going to jump into the battlefield and see what we're working with. I mean, yesterday we were struggling a little bit, but we got a couple more upgrades, nothing crazy. So let's just jump right in. Awesome. I'm gonna get you guys some general block brawler music and sound. Let me know if it bothers you, and I can always turn it off. But it'll probably be better than pure silence. Nice. Looks like we're gonna get our first win here. Yeah, and so this should be interesting. I do have another skill reset, so we can always last resort try a new build or even just max our stats differently. That snippet, let me pull up the player's build I'm copying on Twitter here, and we'll see how well I'm doing. But it was taken at the end of last season, I think, so it very well could have changed. But I'd imagine it's still a good build. Yeah, I'll pull up the build here in a second. Let me just finish this battle. It looks like we're following it pretty closely, but something that's interesting, and I don't know if he's doing it on purpose, is his 2 heals are only level 7. I'll show you right now. Let me see. Let me stop sharing there real quick and share this other tab. Where's it at? So if you see here, let me zoom in. Oh, it almost worked. Here we are. So if you look here, he has the green, and let me just pull up my build on my other screen so I can compare it. So yep, we both have this green overheal. Mine's level 10, his is level 7. His yellow one is level 7, mine's level 9. So that's what makes me think maybe he stopped at level 7 for a reason, or not, who knows. This red main blasting here, I'm level 12, he's level 11. This gunfire crocodile, I am level 15, he's level 15. And his blue slam is 1 level higher than mine. So that's just a note there. Oh, I was sharing the wrong screen. Sorry about that, guys. But you can see there, the main difference between our build is that he has lower level heals, but a higher level slam, which is just an interesting thing. I can always reset my skills if needed. All right. So I'm just going to jump right back into the battle here. Sorry, I was looking at a message on the side. How's everyone doing in chat? Anyone progressing on Block Brawler? I'm curious where you guys are at on the leaderboard. We are winning a fair bit of battles today, so that's a good sign. We'll see where we end up getting stuck at. All right, let me get you guys this MoBox music. If it makes you guys feel any better, I have my own music playing in my headphones. I just can't share it. I'm trying to find a workaround. I had this other monitor, but the HDMI broke, so that is out of service. All right, here is our first loss of the day. This guy has a way higher combat score than us. Not higher level skills though. Cool. I'm just gonna fast forward through this one. It just looks like a battle of heels there, and we already know we lost. I'm gonna turn down this music a smidge. Ah, nice to see you in here, Edson. Yeah, the progress, it's been okay. We're climbing pretty well. Right before you jumped in, we were doing a comparison of our build versus the build we're copying. So we're still sticking with this build here: 2 reverse shields, 2 frontline mercenaries, a gunfire crocodile, and then a blue slam. The main difference is I've leveled up my heals more, versus the build we're copying has a higher level blue slam. So that could be actually a bigger factor than we think. Not quite sure. I do still have one more skill reset though, so that could be something we, like a last resort, we try. But yeah, I'm just going through the leaderboard right now. We are not on it yet, but we're just outside again. So we'll see if we can't squeeze in with this supposedly better build. This one actually looks like it's pretty close. Let's see if we can't get a good reverse heal. Nope, no luck there. I changed heroes because that was what the other build was using. Here, you could actually see it here. Someone found this in the MoBox Twitter, and he was like one of the top players last season. Or MoBox Telegram, sorry. I think we're gonna get the win here. Have you been playing Block Brawler? It sounds like not. You've been busy with work. It'd be cool if we could find a winning strategy, Edson, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We do have a couple more days. And I think we're on some sort of a right track. We'll see how today goes. I think today will be a big deciding factor. Something that I'm also stuck on is like, do I want to keep leveling up after I spent 10,000 forge points plus on this gear? So that's another place where I'm stuck. Exactly, Edson. So we'll see if it works. I'm going to pop open Twitter here on this other tab because I haven't gotten to too much news today. And I know a lot of layer 1 networks are looking really bullish, which is exciting for being really focused on DeFi. Yeah, personally, I'm excited today. Solana's at all-time highs. Granted, most of my Solana portfolio is in NFTs, but I'm honestly really happy with where my Solana portfolio is. I think the NFTs will do just fine with sort of the GameFi narrative. Something I think that's really notable is, yeah, Edson, I'm only focusing on this game, and that might be another misstep, right? I could be playing a whole different game every day as well, and that would definitely increase my earning potential. So that's just me being a bit lazy on my end, but it also segues into the second thing I wanted to talk about. Sam Bankman-Fried was on a discussion, and he was just talking about how he thinks traditional gaming companies will have a better chance of success than crypto native companies trying to build blockchain games. And I think that's a really interesting point, right? Because something like MoBox has a massive first like movers advantage, and it's a solid game. There's definitely worse games out there, but I still think MoBox is in this category where it's crypto natives building a game. I could be wrong. But overall, like, this is a good game, but it's designed for mobile. It's not your next AAA game. That's the point I'm getting at there. And I think that's when it gets really interesting, sort of what goes on with GameFi. And I just think that's a really notable point. I actually want to see if I can't pull up the clip and hear what Sam specifically has to say, because I actually haven't listened to the clip. And I think that's interesting because I'm invested in a couple GameFi projects, and I'm not quite sure what the category they fall into. And I also think having the first movers advantage to these games is massive. Like, MoBox has a huge valuation that they can now spend towards developing games. So it's a really interesting discussion. This is a close battle here. Yeah, you can, Edson. You could actually sell your gear for MoBox. Last season, I managed to sell a piece of legendary gear for 1 MBox, which was kind of cool. I'm not sure like how viable of a strategy that is, but I don't know. I imagine if you're just farming so much and already have the gear you want, and you can just start selling the good stuff you get, I think that would be something cool to try out as well. Let me get this clip if I can find it. It's a 1-minute clip. I'm down to watch it. Just give me 1 second. We are going to lose this battle, which is kind of lame. And yeah, specifically for me, I have found myself heavily invested in the Aurorian's ecosystem. And it's interesting because it's not a traditional games like studio, but they have experience. So it's kind of like a quasi version, and they're definitely not building like a AAA game. They're building something very similar to MoBox. I think it's just like a very well built MMO sort of mobile strategy based app, which I think there's a massive market for that as well, like 100%. So let me pull up this clip just because I think it's an interesting topic. Oh, shoot. 1 second. I broke the share screen. All right. So on crypto gaming, I think you're going to see a big difference between crypto companies trying to make a game and gaming companies trying to introduce crypto. Frankly, it's hard to make an engaging video game. And I think this is interesting. And by no means, I'm not saying MoBox isn't engaging, because I think it's engaging, and it just depends on your target market. But I think obviously the bigger target market for gaming is these AAA platform games. So I'm just going to let the clip roll.
Morning backing a new fund for Web 3.0 gaming. And this is a hot area. And the idea that, okay, with crypto blockchain platforms, there could be done more than just trading and speculation. And we've seen that take off in a fairly big way over the last, 6 months, maybe. There's a game called Axie that's really popular. It's still not clear to me with some of these games whether they're fun to play or whether people just play them because they can click their mouse and a few keys and over time make money. Right now, like, what do you see as the state of crypto gaming, and what do you see as the potential for why it could be an improvement on sort of like mainstream games that exist on a corporate server?
Totally. And the first thing I say is I think you're going to see a really big difference between crypto companies trying to make a game and gaming companies trying to introduce crypto. I think that, frankly, it's really hard to make a really engaging video game. I don't think I could do it, right? I mean, it would take a long time to build up that expertise. And so when you hear about, a top-tier gaming publisher looking to introduce crypto into their system, I'm pretty bullish on that. When you look at the opposite direction, I think my reaction is like, well, why do we think this team that's sort of like a crypto team is going to be able to build a great video game?
Interesting.
And I think that that's sort of some of the skepticism that at least I'm going to have towards the crypto gaming that's coming not from the gaming industry. But what I think I'm really excited about is you take a top-tier gaming studio that's making a great game and wants to have market mechanics in it, wants to have real user ownership of the digital assets in it. And wants to use blockchain technology and payment rails and NFTs to enable that. That is where I would guess you're going to see the biggest adoption early on.
So there's that clip. That's my first time watching it, and I think it is pretty interesting, and he makes good points. And I think also part of it is like you're seeing this quasi like combination, like most of these game play to earn game teams, they're sort of half crypto teams, half traditional gaming studio teams. So I just think it's interesting how the space is developing, and I think we're going to see sort of a lot higher valuations on game studios in the future is what this seems like with the sort of intersection of crypto and gaming. I've been seeing tweets that people, and let me get back to the MoBox grind because we got a lot to catch up on. So give me 1 second here and I will continue my ramble. Cool. I'm just going to jump right back into the battlefield. But yeah, what I was saying is I think this intersection of crypto and gaming will be really interesting. A big reason why I like Aurorians is one, Alameda Research is backing them, which is Sam Bankman-Fried. He doesn't run the fund, but he's a co-founder or owns nearly most of the fund. And they're invested in Aurorians, and also they have a partnership with the traditional gaming company TSM. So I think it's interesting, right? And just to like kind of make this more tangible to MoBox, I think what Aurorians play to earn game will somewhat be similar to MoBox in the sense that it's not going to be the next AAA game, but it's going to be a fun MMO that it has its grindy aspects, but it also has enough min-maxing and like ways to work around the meta that it's fun. Did get a loss there. Seems like we may be hitting somewhat of a brick wall. This one's a close one. Let's see if our reverse shield can't help us at all. Oh, one more combo, but we're stunned. Barely lost that one. All right, maybe pick up a win here. We have much better skills and higher combat scores. So 'Taking us a while to just get through the battles today, but this is the bit more enjoyable, right? Getting down to the end of the season, going against people that you actually just lose to. Nine battles left for the day. We could still get a nice leaderboard push here. I'm curious, are we like close to having any skill points? Top 500 almost on the leaderboard. I guess let's just keep pushing. See where we can end up. We need to get some of our reverse shields here. I'm not seeing it work too often. Okay. Oh, there we go. I think we get the win here because of that. You just have to talk about the reverse heal and then you'll get it. And there we go. Nice. Peeking into 1,600 trophies and the top 500 now. I'm going to fight another assassin because we've seemed to have some good luck against them. That's another thing, right? Knowing what classes to fight. I have no idea if there's a certain hero I should be fighting. Barely lost there. Putting sort of my superstition that fighting assassins may let us win more, but who knows? This person has so much combat score. Check that out. We just need a good reverse heal to land. I don't know if it'll happen. Attack, attack. We have it on for a little bit. We're going to miss it, though. Oh, 1 HP. Can we get the clutch reverse heal? Oh, come on. Attack us? Nope. She just keeps healing at the same time we do, and it's not working out for us. And down we go. See if we can't scoop up a win against this guy. Off to a decent start. He's definitely putting up a fight, though. Oh, we just healed him back up to like full health. Okay, can we get a reverse heal, though? Ah, barely lost that one. I guess what I can do is smelt for some better gear and just stick with this dungeon. I mean, why not? What are we smelting for? Maybe gloves. Yeah, we'll start with gloves. I think that's what we were doing yesterday. Vigor gloves. We used Vigor last season, and I think it was okay. Not sure if it was the best. No luck on the gloves. Nope. Oh, we did get gloves we were looking for, so that's a good sign. We're going to wait to equip them, though, because the way the set bonuses work, if you check this out, we're getting currently plus 5 HP from the gloves, and if I were to switch those out too early, we'd lose that, because if you look here, you need 6 for this. So in the meantime, what we'll do is keep rolling for a chess piece now. But I don't think we'll have enough smelt points. We won't. And just something to keep in mind, like I don't want to get rid of these pair of gloves now. So, all right, cool. Let us jump just back into the battlefield. 5 more battles left. Let's see if we can't get ourselves into 1600. That'd be really nice. We're getting some massive early damage down. Nice. Going to pick up another win here. All right, let's see if we can't keep it rolling. We're going to go for the assassin again. Oh, this guy looks a little bit stronger. We'll see. We should be able to just cut through all his mercenaries, though. If we could land our combos. Oh, man. We're struggling a little bit. Okay. Got a small little reverse heal there. Oh, that was nice. The stun is pretty strong. There we go. Nice. Back into 1600. Let's see if we can't keep it rolling. We'll go with the assassin again. We've been having really good luck with battling assassins here. I wonder when our luck's gonna run out. This guy's a really high level gunfire crocodile and blue slam. We'll see if we can't out damage him and cut through his mercenaries. All right, not bad for the leaderboard today. We are ranked 438, just peeking outside. Let's get into some just dungeons, and I'm just gonna try to turn these over as fast as possible. I think I was stuck at this one last night. This dungeon boss is still giving us a little bit of difficulty. We'll see if we can't cut through it. So it looks like we will be able to pull out this win here. Nice. We were able to cut through the Mecha Lolly boss here, so we should be able to continue on uninterrupted for a bit. So interesting how the dungeons will be super easy, and then you just get stuck on a boss for a very long time. It's pretty interesting. The butchers are what seems to be really tough. Nice. Just grinding here, getting the incremental rewards, and also just trying to jump up on the leaderboard. Nice. Just going to fast forward through there. Just pushing through these dungeons here. Nice. Just going to jump into the next one here. Nice. Just grinding through these dungeons. Keep in mind with me, I'm just looking at some other things off screen on Twitter, but if I see anything interesting like that GameFi clip, I'll be sure to pull it up. And if anyone has any questions, just anything in general, whether it's about DeFi, GameFi, crypto, we can even go beyond that if we really want to. Looks like we're coming up on some bosses. Hopefully we don't get too stuck. Granted, some of these higher tier players are like double the dungeon we're at right now. Fast forward, got a bunch of gold there, but we're really after the skill points is what we're after. Gold, not really useful for us at the moment. Which, speaking of, let's make sure we're mining maximum gear, because that would be a misstep if we were not. Cool. And let's just keep going. If you guys are curious what goes on off stream, this is a lot of it. I'll usually just have some work popped up in the block brawler running in a second tab, and just let it kind of grind through. Nice, gonna jump through that. I am going to pop off here in a second. We're just getting into tedious grind and do have some work I could jump into. So don't want to just sit here and neglect you guys as I've kind of been for the past 5-10 minutes. But feel free to ask any questions before I pop off. Just climbing through these dungeons. We are getting a fair amount of skill points, so that's good to see. Just doing a dungeon crawl. Nice, picking up some easy wins. All right, guys, I'm going to close this off here. Thank you, everyone, for popping in today. We're not in the worst position ever. I think we'll get out of this battle. I'll check the leaderboard, but I think we have a couple more days to maybe wrap some small ends up. I don't know if we'll be able to recover all our profit, but I think we're going to be able to recover enough to jump back into the next season with some good momos, and have one more really good shot at potentially landing on this leaderboard. We still have a little bit of freedom to tweak our build as well, and we still are going to be grinding for more gear items. So that's sort of the main thing going on. Just looking at the leaderboard, we are top 500 in the battlefield, and in the dungeon, we're top 700. But I'm going to grind this off stream today and see if we can't get ourselves onto the leaderboard in the dungeon. We might get stuck somewhere, but we're pretty close. So we're going to keep doing that. Other than that, that is all from me for today. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification icon because we're just doing a ton of events recently. We're live streaming every day and sometimes 2 to 3 times each day. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do live streams with projects in both the BSC and Solana ecosystem. And then Friday, Ben and I, one of the other BSC News co-founders, DeFi Direct co-founders, joins me for a market recap. So there's tons of content we're doing. Please go ahead and just subscribe, like the video. It helps out a ton, and it lets us know that we're making content that you guys enjoy. Thank you so much, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.